What's good, everybody? We got a Hollywood question video. Shout out to my guy Fanta in the chat. Mom horrified after 12-old son's confession. People say this right here is an amazing video. Let's go and get to it. And first and foremost, I give a big shout out to the big man above. Let's get to it.
Be honest, baby. It's okay.
Because you're gonna feel so much better. You're gonna feel so much better.
When they pull this GPS, will it show that you were at home in your bed, or will it show that you were somewhere else? That's the question that was asked. You don't know?
This is
that's
serious. You gonna kill my family. What am I supposed to do?
Robert, you don't understand that you're just as guilty if you know who did it and you're not saying nothing. That's guilty by association.
Bro, this is real. You can hear it in her voice, bro.
I said I don't know.
My life is ruined.
When the bodies of 3 teenagers were discovered over a period of several days in the same neighborhood in Marion County, Florida, the police didn't know
Florida
what
always
to
got
think.
something going on, bro.
This would set the tone for the rest of the case, as the emerging suspects all seemed intent on blaming each other. The identity of the alleged perpetrator, along with the motive for the heartless murders, turned out to be more alarming than anyone wanted to believe. The police first learned that something was terribly wrong just before midnight on March 30th, 2023, when they received this 911 call.
There's a girl laying in front of my road, and she's dying.
Okay, is she awake?
She's dying. I don't know. She's bleeding out of her head. She's gargling on her blood.
You need to turn her on her side so she doesn't choke, okay?
It doesn't matter what side, like on what side.
No, just turn her on her side so she doesn't choke on the blood, okay?
Oh, God.
Is she awake?
No.
Okay, is she breathing?
She's breathing.
Oh.
Do you know how far they are?
I don't have an ETA, but they are on the way, okay?
Deputies from the Marion County Sheriff's Department arrived moments before the ambulance. While paramedics rushed to try to save the victim, the deputies tried to get a grasp on the chaotic scene. Within 5 minutes of the ambulance arriving, the victim was on her way to the nearest hospital. The Sheriff's Department was left to pick apart the seemingly inexplicable scene.
She's not responsive? No, not responsive. No,
And it's a female, huh? Like, girl.
Younger girl. Yeah, she was right there, and that's been moved.
She was right there, right?
Yeah. And there's blood everywhere. I was not expecting that.
No. Well, I thought it was gonna be BS, honestly.
Yeah, I immediately thought she had got, like, hit by a car. And I seen the big, but I've never seen an exit wound in a head.
Yeah.
So I wasn't aware. Oh, yeah. She's laying down. It's all pulled out. I mean, it was
And she was still breathing?
rapid breathing.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Medic said she ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, more than likely. I mean, if she did, that's wild.
When police made contact with the 911 caller, they learned that he was just as confused about the situation as the deputies. He only became aware that something was amiss when he got a call from his
Appreciate
neighbor
the love,
across
Dax.
the street.
You didn't hear nothing
She
at all?
told me it sounded like someone crashed into my dumpster, and then there was like 2 shots.
The neighbor in question made her way over to talk to the deputies directly. Unfortunately, what she said only served to make the situation even more mysterious.
So, around what time did you hear? You said it sounded like a gun, like a...
Yeah, it wasn't a loud gunshot. I would say about 20, 30 minutes ago. It wasn't a loud gunshot, but I heard about 4 or 5. And I kind of blew it off casually, and then I just looked out of my window because I did think it was strange with it, how late it was. And I saw the car run into the dumpster. And once I seen the car run into the dumpster, I stepped out my door, and I seen a man run out of the car down the road towards my yard, and I yelled at him, "What the fuck were you doing?" And then I seen him run back towards the car, take a minute, and I was calling him because it was his dumpster, and I seen him skirt off into the neighborhood.
Did you see if anybody was in? Was it only one? Was there
I
several
only
people?
seen one person running, and it was a male. It had a male figure, had a hat on. I want to say he was like 5 foot, maybe, but there was only one dude running down the
Oh,
road.
short as hell.
This once again tracked with the evidence, as police found several sets of footprints at the scene.
Did you hear the crash first, or did you hear what sounded like
I heard the gunshots first.
Where did you?
The deputies closed
Bro,
down
Florida
the main
is
entrances and
wild.
exits
Dog,
to the
this-
Forest Lakes Park
This is
neighborhood,
every day in Florida,
hoping
bro.
to catch the
It's like
alleged
it's
shooter
just.
as he attempted to flee. Unfortunately, the area was heavily wooded,
didn't go rap
with
about it
plenty
in
of
lyrics
places
the
to
next
hide
day.
and lots of back roads.
I'm telling you.
This made for a difficult search for police
Take it 215
and an
for the
easy
sub,
getaway
though.
for the alleged perpetrator. Meanwhile, the hospital where the victim was being treated was able to provide some help in that regard. They identified the girl as 16-year-old Layla Silvernail. Her grandparents, who were her legal guardians, were understandably distraught. Detectives first made contact with her grandfather, Kenneth.
Layla was found, she was apparently with a gunshot wound, and she was taken to the hospital. So that's part of the reason why we came here, was to let you know about her status, but we also wanted to know any information that you had about who she was with yesterday, who she hanged out
What's she
with.
in the hospital for?
She had a
was
gunshot
shot.
wound.
Huh?
She was shot.
You're kidding.
So
No,
she was shot
that's what I
in the
told you.
head?
This is what I've been trying to tell her. You're hanging around with a crew.
Kenneth hurried to the back of the house to get his wife, Lisa. Layla's grandmother only seemed to become more distressed when the detectives tried to ask her questions.
Lisa, come here. Lisa, have a seat right here.
Is my granddaughter okay? Will she be okay?
She's going to be at the hospital. I don't know anything. That's why I said talk to you.
I'm the victim advocate, okay? I'm here for you. Have a seat for us. We need some information so we can find out who did this, okay?
I'd like to know too.
We
I will
need...
go and I will shoot their asses. Oh no!
Listen now.
Where was she shot at? Does anybody know anything?
She was shot in the head. Lisa, that's all we have right now, okay?
This can't be happening. This can't be happening.
The situation was actually more horrifying than Lisa knew. Early on March 31st, the morning after the shooting, the police stumbled upon the last thing they were expecting. Just blocks away from the crime scene where Layla was found, police discovered a second victim, also suffering from a gunshot wound. There was little doubt that the two cases were connected, which made the search for the shooter all the more urgent. Back with Layla's grandparents, the detectives desperately tried to find out who might have been with Layla that night. Since they'd already found two victims, they had to wonder if more of her friends were hurt, or in danger too.
Lisa, look at me. Who was she with yesterday?
She came here with, and I'm gonna tell you everything, because I don't like the people she hangs around with anyway.
Okay, that's what we need. That's what we need.
Lisa said Layla was almost always with her boyfriend, 17-year-old Michael Hodo. She also directed the police to Layla's best friend, who might have more information about her activities the day before the shooting. Another name came up too, and it was one police were already familiar with.
And then that runaway girl, Camille.
Okay.
She was with her too yesterday.
Camille Quarles, 16, had been reported as a runaway by her aunt and legal guardians several weeks prior. It was an open secret that she'd been staying with Layla at her grandparents' house, but no one had successfully brought her home yet. When police made contact with Camille's aunt, Amy, she was not shy about expressing her frustration with the investigation.
I did call it in this morning to ask somebody to go through there, and nobody has called me back. I've called 5 or 6 times a day since she's been gone.
Even worse, Amy's son was hearing all kinds of gossip about the case at school. People were saying Camille had also been shot.
Dang.
The names of the victims and the location of the crime was seemingly common knowledge. Disturbingly, police had not yet confirmed if Camille
Talked
was
about it in
involved.
school, bro.
Also, they'd not yet released the names of the victims or the location, which meant whoever was spreading this information had to be involved.
And there was another
Facts. I want to know the motive about this whole thing, bro.
in that neighborhood.
Why?
I want to know if it's my child.
Okay, the second person is not Camille. I can't identify who that person is, but it's not her.
The identity of the second victim only made the case more dire, especially in regards to Camille's safety. Frustratingly, the police were still in the dark about most of the lead up to the crime, up until they got in touch with Layla's best friend, Gabby. She was more forthcoming and told the detectives that she'd spent the day with Layla and her boyfriend, Michael Hodo, and several other teens who would soon become an integral part of the case.
Was there anybody else in the car other than you, Layla, anytime during the day?
Camille was there.
This was the second statement placing Camille at the scene of the crime, but disturbingly, there was still no sign of her. Prior to the shooting, Camille's aunt said she'd caught sight of her at the park once or twice and kept a close eye on her Instagram feed to see what she was up to. Since the night of the 30th, though, it had been radio silence. Back with the detectives, Layla's friend recounted their travels throughout the day and who else was with the group.
We went to Rob's. We went to, like, you know, like, I don't know if it's abandoned. Do you know what a trap house is? Yeah. Okay, so apparently, like, this kid Rob, I don't know him personally, but they do. Okay. They're like friends or whatever, and we went over there and we chilled over there.
Significantly, Gabby said that Layla had been the one driving all day, but the only
Trap
sign
house.
of her vehicle, a white Chevy Cruze, was a tire track left at the crime scene. The police hoped that finding the vehicle would offer some insight into what happened the night Layla was shot.
Do you know his last name or anything else about Rob?
No, I don't really know if Rob is like his real name or not, because I know some people know him as Reaper, Rob, and stuff like that. So
Was anyone else there at the house besides the three of you and Rob?
well, there was this kid 3-5, but I don't know his real name.
What's 3-5 look like?
I don't know. He's 12. He's a little
Is it
kid.
12-year-old?
Detectives knew they needed to track down Rob and 3-5. They started with Rob, who they believed to be 17-year-old Robert Robinson, who was already incarcerated at a juvenile detention facility for a different offense. When detectives asked him about 3-5, he directed them to a boy named Christopher Atkins. Shockingly, Gabby was right. He was only 12 years old.
Bro, these YNs are crazy.
Since Chris and Rob were both minors, their mothers were asked to join them at the police station before any conversations took place.
These YNs are crazy, bro.
Chris's mother, Ashley, was the first to arrive.
I don't understand. Where the hell is my son? If he being questioned, why the fuck I'm not in there? Which things are on? Where's my son?
Where's the father?
He's in the other room right here.
They talking to him?
Not yet. No, they're all getting their stuff together.
It seems she wasn't convinced they weren't already questioning him, because Ashley did her best to hear what was going on in the other room. After almost 2 hours of waiting, she was finally escorted to the next room to join Chris, who was visibly trembling.
Can I put this right here?
Sure. Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. Did you want another jacket? That's okay. Are you sure? You look like you're cold. Let me get you.
You say you have 4 siblings? Okay. You guys get along okay in the house?
The detectives set about gradually breaking the ice with Chris, all the time appearing hyper-aware that he was only 12 years old.
12 years old.
After taking all necessary precautions, like making both Chris and his mother aware of their rights, and establishing on record that Chris knew the difference between right and wrong, they finally got to the issue at hand.
So, Chris, what I'd like to start with talking to you about is, and like I said, I just want you to be honest with us. I'd like you to talk to me about.
Y'all notice how the
last
interrogation rooms are
Thursday
super
night.
cold? They want you uncomfortable, bro. They want you to have that. You know what? I'm just gonna spill everything. They want you to like just want to get out. That's why the interrogation rooms be so cold.
And I heard something outside. I opened the door. There was nothing outside now. I think I went to sleep.
So I think what you just told me was what you probably had rehearsed in your mind several times to tell a police officer if you ever had to talk about that Thursday night. Because sitting here and talking to you with your mom here crying and knowing that you have these siblings, you're probably in sort of an embarrassing and shameful position. If you are sorry for what happened, repent for it and start from the very beginning and go to the very end without me having to pull it from you. Because somebody that I have to pull each individual action from, that tells me that they don't really want to say what they did wrong, that they don't feel bad for it.
Reaper down there has been
look at this
super
dude,
honest.
bro. I'm away.
He, it took him a minute to get comfortable with me, And
look
he's
at
told me
Reaper haircut.
everything down to details that only he would know, and that's involved in
that nobody else would know.
Stop hanging with him, bro.
He points.
My dad would have slapped me back in the head.
17-year-old Rob, also known by the concerning moniker Reaper,
Why he hanging with a
was also
12-year-old?
being questioned. Just like Chris, Rob and his mom Erica were both advised of their Miranda rights before the interrogation commenced.
I'm trying to bring the best way to say this to you guys.
I don't want to talk down on anybody, bro. 'Cause things happen in life, but you know what they both have in common? Where's the father at? Where's the father? Youngest, they need a father in their life, man. And I'm so grateful to have my father to raise me, dog. No wrong from right, bro. This is.
We're investigating several different incidents that occurred over the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
One being a theft of side-by-side. One being the theft of, a burglary. We're investigating a robbery.
Oh, yeah, bro.
And we're investigating a murder.
Having a father make a big difference.
Okay. Murder. Mm-hmm. So.
Boy, look like the wind been blowing on his face, man.
The first ones you named,
that way.
Unbelievable. The last one you named,
Well,
is not.
You don't have the heart to kill them. I know that for a fact.
Okay. What'd you do on Thursday all day?
I mean, I was home all day. Like, I was home all Thursday.
Okay. Who were you with? Did anybody come over? Did we hang out with anybody?
At
Did
like
you
1
go
o'clock.
anywhere with anybody?
I ain't go no. Came over at like 1 o'clock.
What'd you guys do then?
We just chilling. Literally, like we were just chilling.
Okay. Was anybody with at the time? How did he get to your house? Things like that?
Supposed to drove to my house. It was him, Landon, Layla.
We got a lot.
And it was
About
another
50
girl
minutes.
with him. I don't know her name.
Sosa was a nickname that Layla's boyfriend, 17-year-old Michael, used. Michael's father had last seen him about 6:30 last night, around the same time Gabby said she parted ways with the group. Landon was another local boy who police determined didn't know anything that would aid the investigation. As for the unnamed girl, the police likely wondered if she could be the missing Camille and why she hadn't been seen or heard from since.
Did you go anywhere after 6:30, Rob?
Oh, why do y'all keep asking
Okay.
that?
I just
We
want
keep
to
asking because we've been working on our investigations for
What do
several
y'all
days.
think happened, bro? I'm telling you,
You understand?
in the house
You understand,
that
Rob?
night. Like I only seen Sosa one time that.
Somebody said in the chat that went post see them names. Look, bro. These are kids, man. These are somebody else, somebody birthday kids, man. They still got a home, bro. Bro, I'm saying every name possible, bro. These kids, bro.
Rob, we know you were out of the house after 6:30.
I'm talking, bro.
Okay.
Especially if I didn't do it, bro. What? At that
We know
age,
you were
bro?
with-
Come on, bro.
7:00 p.m.
Thanks
These
to
are kids,
CCTV
bro. These ain't no
footage,
grown people,
police
bro.
believed that Rob, along with others in the friend group, had been involved in the theft of a vehicle
Life is
and
over
an
before it
armed
even
robbery
started,
that
bro.
night.
Those,
As serious
Never-
as
I've
these
never been
crimes
around
were,
some
they
stuff
paled
like
in
this,
comparison
man.
to what police believed
Never
happened
wanted to,
later.
bro.
Back in the room with Chris, his mother tried to make him understand the
Having a
severity
father
of the
is so important.
situation.
Well, you need to tell if you ain't.
Now's the time.
Now's the whole story.
now's the
You know
time
you
to
left
get
out of
out.
the house Thursday when I told you not to,
We're
and you
past
finna
that.
speak.
We know-
So you better talk right now.
Reaper's already told us what the plan was that night. So there's, I mean, we know what the original plan was. We're asking you now to be honest and to come forth and tell us what happened and why it happened.
He knocked on the window.
When you say he, I never want to guess. Who's he?
Reaper, aka Rob, took a lot of convincing before he opened up.
Rob, right now you're protecting KTM and your buddies. You need to think about protecting
I'm
yourself.
protecting.
The disturbing meaning behind KTM will be revealed in due time. For now, the fact that the police knew about the mysterious phrase was enough to get Rob talking, albeit reluctantly.
Was that else?
When you saw, when you were with, who was with y'all?
It was me. 3-5.
Mm-hmm.
Layla was there.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it.
The police knew by now that there were more people at the house than just Chris, Rob, Michael, and Layla.
Did you go anywhere with them that night?
No, I ain't go nowhere with them. I just told you. I swear to God, was at the house. They said they was finna leave.
And I hate what they do when they lie. They swear to God.
I didn't come in until after 7 anyways.
You don't know what time you came home. Now,
But they talking about I wasn't at Mulaka at 7:10. I was
Why you hanging with 12-year-olds?
You don't know what time you came home because you defy your curfew so much. You don't know what time you came in. It might have been 8 o'clock. It might have been 7:30. It might have, you know what I'm saying? So you don't know. What I'm saying is, if you know something that they're trying to get out of you, I don't give a who your friends are, who you trying to protect. I gotta get to work.
The bills got to get paid. Facts. Negro. I gotta clock in.
And I'm sick of dealing with this jail. Cause you choose to have friends. You need to be honest.
Unfortunately for Rob, the police already knew that he was still holding back the dark details of what he got up to that night.
What about his cell phone? Do you own that phone?
Yeah, I own that phone. So do you all want permission to check the location?
That would be great, yeah.
No.
That would
What
be
do you
great.
mean no?
Oh, they can check my phone. They might find
They're not
something else
looking.
in
They're
there.
not looking in your phone for anything else.
So you're certain that your phone GPS will keep you at your house that night?
Are you? Are you? So we gon' no.
I can just tell you, I really don't know nothing about no murder. That is the truth. I don't know nothing about
don't
no murder.
trust
And
you, man.
I was not there with no murder.
That's not what they asked though. That's not what they asked. What they asked
Yeah, me too, bro.
When they pull this GPS, will it show that you were at home in your bed, or will it show that you were somewhere else? That's the question that was asked.
W moms, bro.
You don't know?
W moms, bro.
What y'all want me to do?
There's murder on the line, bro. There's somebody else's kid on the line, bro.
And I'm telling them the truth, and you're sitting there going with them.
Yes, bro. Yes. Yes.
Oh, no, I was not there. Like,
I didn't say
I was not there.
You were there. First and foremost.
You're gonna face these consequences. You are. Bro, somebody else's kids on the line that's been murdered. Yes. Nah, I don't care, bro.
Everything you're saying.
No, first I was not there.
With kids on the line, though, it's
much. I don't know what to believe what comes out your mouth. You done burnt the bridge that's been gone. Let's get that understood.
Like, I was like,
but what I'm saying is, you so quick to want to protect people, and let me finish.
Protecting.
You so quick to want to protect people, don't want to snitch, want to be cool.
I don't think that she think her son did a murder. I don't think she did that. She's trying to say, like, if you are assess the murder in any way, like, including it, get it out.
I know that you didn't do it. But
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Get to the bottom of it.
That's the problem.
I did not kill nobody. I did not kill nobody.
Did somebody you know do it?
Like she said, man, about no snitching, about no friends. If you didn't kill nobody, like you telling me.
And if you lying, you standing on this island by yourself. Because if you got something to tell these people, because they have a way to tell if you're lying.
The best way to tell if Rob was lying was Chris, who was still in the room next door. He was sharing a bit more than Rob, and some key differences in their statements stood out already.
What do you think he's going to tell us, Robert?
He's not going to, with me, I swear to God, he's not going to, I didn't do anything.
I want to see the reason behind all this, man. I want to see the motive, so I want to understand it more.
Lying, and then you go back.
It's going to be a snitch. And it doesn't matter. Kill me, it don't matter. That is a snitch and I would die. This is not no joke. You would die. Like, you would die for snitching out here. People die for that. Real talk. Mama, people get popped and killed for snitching.
We're talking about life sentences here.
Right. And this is like really just listen. Your actions and the people you choose to hang with and all of this
I didn't kill anybody. Is slowly killing me. I should just pause. Let me talk. I'm supposed to be at work right now. I just took a promotion. I can't keep missing work over that you are doing or the people you hang with or just any of that. Like, I don't know if you know or not, but they threatening me with contempt of court because I don't come to none of your court stuff for the other shit you got going on. I make sure you get there, but I cannot keep missing work. And you sitting here in my face telling me that you don't want to snitch because your life is they gonna kill you. Pause. You it wasn't me. I didn't say nobody.
Damn, bro. You gotta feel the mom on that, bro. He's in trouble so much. He's a delinquent. She dropped him off of court, but she got to go to work. She can't sit there and make sure that you actually go walk into the court. So sometimes you're not even walking into the court. You're in the way of your mother life now. You're 17 years old. One more year, probably months. You are a grown man. Yeah, time to lawyer up for sure. Hey, thank for the sub, Tyesi, Emerg, and Kiro. Lafayette was good.
Trying to give me a license. I didn't say that you killed anyone. Robert, you don't understand that you just as guilty
Jacob,
if you know who did it and you're not saying nothing. That's guilty by association. Like, what part of that is not clicking for you? If you know who killed these kids, then you need to tell him.
Some part of this tirade must have made an impression, because at long last, Rob shared his version of events.
Look at his mama eyes, man.
Taj killed all three of them. Okay.
Look at his mama eyes.
Tell me about it.
Were you there?
With the whole story?
Because guess what? Check this out. When you in that block, when you making them phone calls, guess who's gonna always pick up? Your mama. Guess who always gonna check on you? Your mama. Guess who gonna fade away? The girls, your homeboys, your fake brothers on the block. They gonna fade away eventually. They gonna forget about you, but your mama not.
Were you there?
Let him talk. Tell me the whole story.
Rob just mentioned 3 victims, but the detectives had so far only asked
You
them
need
about 2.
some money on them books?
Not only
She got
did this grab their attention, but they likely suspected that the Taj that Rob mentioned was 16-year-old Taj Bruton, with whom they were already acquainted due to previous cases. Unfortunately, this didn't mean they knew where to find him. Several weeks earlier, Taj cut off his ankle monitor and went on the run.
You need to clip them toenails
to find him.
Clip all the ankle monitors.
Weeks earlier, Taj cut off his ankle
Boy
monitor
got
and
claws,
went on the
bro.
run. The detectives would focus on this after they got more of the story from Chris, who picked up the story after he said Rob, a.k.a. Reaper, knocked on his window.
Okay, Reaper knocks on the window.
He knocked on the window. He said, "Come on, we finna go see some girls or something." Then we went out, and this girl and the boy picked us up. I don't know what. This girl and this boy.
Describe.
From Rob's statement, the police believed this had to be Michael and Layla. He made no mention of Camille, however, even when he explained where everyone was sitting in Layla's car. The seating arrangement would be crucial later. Layla was driving, Michael was in the passenger seat, while Chris and Rob were in the back seat. But they weren't alone.
Then somebody came in the car. I don't know what his name. It was like somebody in all black.
Okay. And how does this person look? I know you said he's wearing dark colored clothes, right? I heard you say that.
Ski mask on too. Yeah.
I'm telling you what, if somebody got in the car wearing a ski mask, I'd be like, what is going on?
But that didn't appear to be Chris's response,
But that's
and the
the lifestyle they
detectives
around all the
likely
time,
had a
bro.
horrible inkling
It's cool
as
to
to
have a
why.
ski mask on going to
Yeah, I
gas
was there,
stations.
Rob. I was like, I thought we were gonna see some girls. He's like, we yeah. I was like, oh, all right. And then we kept driving again.
Throughout his interrogation, Chris would only refer to the man in the ski mask as the X-Man. Luckily, Rob had already revealed the identity of their companion.
We went to pick up Taj. As soon as Taj came out, that was the first thing he told me, like, we knocking on. We knocking on. I was like, nah, but I ain't even trying to do all that.
It took a little more persuading, but Rob eventually told the police that they could find Taj at his girlfriend's house. They picked him up and brought him to the station after they finished talking to Chris and Rob. But instead of clearing up the questions detectives had, Taj made everything more confusing. He said everything was Rob's idea.
I'm sitting right next to him, and he whispered in my ear, he was like, bro, I'm finna rob these tonight, bro. I look at him like, what you mean you finna rob these tonight? He's like, bro, so saying, like, look, bro, they got a pound of weed, they got me some money, bro. And if they don't go for it, I'm gonna kill them. That's exactly how he said. At this point, I'm frantic, but I can't, like, if I tell Sosa, right, Rob's sitting right next to me, so therefore he's gonna shoot me. So I'm sitting here, I'm scared as hell, so I'm like, I ain't got no choice but to just sit here and just, it is.
For a pound of weed? So you can smoke it and act like that you didn't do the action? To smoke away your conscious mind? What?
It is.
Rob told detectives that it was the other way around.
It was so random. Like, he just said he wanted to knock him off. I'm not thinking he's serious, though. Like, at the time, when he first said it, if you would have seen his face, like, right, he was laughing. Like, if I would have really thought he was finna kill like, I wouldn't have got back in that car. I would have stayed right there and called my mom and be like, can you come get me? I didn't think he was serious until when the car started slowing down and I seen him up the gun.
Rob said that Taj did this because he wanted to take Michael's firearm. Over in Chris's interrogation room, his story aligned with Rob's, for now.
What triggered him to just start shooting? I'm trying to figure out. Is something in between that you're not saying?
Because I think the person that, the white guy, I think they said he had a lot of money or something.
Oh, so it was set up as a robbery. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Okay. So they were setting up to rob the man.
Did Reaper mention that to you, that something was going to be set up or anything?
He didn't even know. Like, all I heard was pound, and like, I thought somebody was shooting at us, so I hopped out the car and ran.
I'm looking. Boom! Boom!
Once again, Taj's version was a little different.
3-5 shot at Sosa. Boom. Layla got shot by Rob because that was diagonal. It was crazy.
Just like that. It took 2 shots.
Wait.
Because that was
Layla got shot by Rob, the Reaper.
Diagonal. It was crazy.
Just like that. It took 2 shots. It wasn't no more than that. It took 2 shots to kill both of them.
The police knew at least part of this was true. Who shot who was yet to be determined. But tragically, they'd confirmed the second victim as Layla's boyfriend, Michael Hodo. He was in the grass by the side of the road, just blocks away from Layla. He was deceased when police found him. Michael's father had a heartbreaking reaction when he found out that his son would not be coming home.
My son's dead, isn't he?
I'm sorry to be the one to tell you.
No! Oh my God! No!
Can they come back out here and help? We have to talk. We have to find this out. Who's to find this? This is to go find out who did this to Sam.
I'll find him when I kill him and kill him. Oh my God.
While Michael's family reeled from the devastating news, Chris continued with his upsetting story about Michael's final moments.
And you said he shot this white guy first?
Yeah, the white guy was like sitting like this, and like,
where'd he shoot him at?
Like right here.
And the gun was pressed up against his head? Is that what you're?
I think it was like.
Okay. And then, what about the white girl that's driving? Tell me about that.
He turned the gun and shot her.
Where'd he shoot her at?
I don't know.
Rob agreed, which would soon become increasingly rare.
Where did he shoot Layla?
No, I think it was headshots.
On the other hand, Taj put the blame back on his 2 companions.
I know he shot Sosa in the back of the head. I seen that happen. I seen Rob try to shoot her, right? And when he tried to shoot her, he shot her, and then his gun didn't.
When the pressure on, ladies and gentlemen. You got a game plan and everything, bro. Look what's going on. They all telling on each other. He did it. He did it. Taj did it. Reaper did it. Bro. No one want to go sit, bro.
go off, so he reloaded it again and shot her.
All contradictions temporarily aside, Chris added another disturbing detail.
Did he see it coming?
No, it was like to the back of his head.
Okay. Did